Good evening, my name is Gianna and welcome to Channel 5 News. I'm about to have a very rare and exclusive interview with the realist painter of the 19th and 20th centuries. Her work was greatly underappreciated here in America during the time it was painted, and not till after World War I did everyone start to realize the talent the woman possesses. Her paintings are images of the social and private lives of women, which usually reflects the bond between mother and daughter. Here she is now to share one of her most famous artworks with us. Good evening, Gigi. Now, before we discuss the paintings, let's have a little more background on you.
Of course, I grew up wealthy, being the daughter of a wealthy Pittsburgh banker and the sister of Alex, the president of the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Very wealthy family you come from. Have you done any traveling?
Yes, I've always had a strong interest in traveling, and in fact, I recently went to Paris, where I went as a tourist and came back as a serious painter. The style of painting is magnificent, and so I became caught up in the Impressionist movement, causing me to be who I am today.
Well, it's a good thing Paris changed you because your work is so wonderful. So what was it like when you returned to the U.S. after Paris?
Slightly depressing, actually. I had a little blurb written about me in the Philadelphia paper, but all it mentioned was how I'm the sister of Alexandra and that I recently returned from Paris where I was studying paintings. It also mentioned how I own the smallest Pekingese dog in the world. Just because she's small doesn't mean she's any less of a dog. Seriously though, there was not one mention of my artwork. The U.S. certainly knows how to treat a lady, not recognizing the paintings until after World War I. Sure, let the gentleman get all the fame, not like I need it.
Oh wow, I sense a little hostility. Well, let's move on to your painting then. Can you tell us a little about it?
I think I'll just let it speak for itself. 1.
Great, let's begin. The painting is entitled Mother and Child. Who are these people, and why were you chosen?
Go.
We may have been neighbors with the painter, but no one knows for sure. We are not big-name models, just local women. Mayberry likes it better this way because models are usually self-conscious, but not us. My gown is designed by a well-known Paris designer.
Is there something special about the way you are posing?
We are painted not to be glamorized or sentimentalized. Instead, we are presented as wholesome, attractive individuals.
By the way, you might want to take care of that caterpillar crawling on your forehead.
And the colors surrounding you, any significance to them?
Sorry.
Come back up, come on.
Anyway, captured within the painting are the varying effects of light. Pure strokes of green and gold suggest the sun flooding the studio on a summer day. And glistening touches of pale yellow highlight hair, dress, and furniture.
Thank you all for joining us this evening. Join us at 11 for an interview with another realist painter and the painting. Have a good night. Good evening again. This is Channel 5 here with the 11 o'clock news. We are here again with another realist painter from the 19th century. Born in Philadelphia and then studied in Europe during the late 1860s and was influenced by the great realists of the 17th century, such as Velázquez and Rembrandt. Then returned to America in 1870 and passed the remainder of his life teaching and painting in Philadelphia. Let's hear some more about him.
Gladly, Gigi Paul, baby boo. The scientific spirit of the age suited me perfectly, and I mastered human anatomy with some of my finest paintings, such as The Gross Clinic from 1875. It was a graphic illustration of surgical operations. When I painted, I was the director of art at the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts.
It says here that you experimented with the camera. Can we have some more insight into that?
The camera is used to capture the exact feelings and attitudes of human beings and animals in action.
You have painted portraits of Walt Whitman and Rutherford B. Hayes. Explain what that was like.
I gloried in the ordinary, like my friend Walt Whitman, whose portrait is one of my greatest achievements. And when the Union League of Philadelphia commissioned a canvas of Rutherford B. Hayes, I showed the president working in his shirt sleeves, which scandalized the club fathers.
Oh, scandalous. So what inspired you to paint the swimming hole?
It allowed me to display the mastery of human form.
So let's get a more intimate look of the painting itself. Men, how do you feel about being completely exposed?
Completely okay with it.
So tell our viewers some things they may not know about you.
Well, we may seem like different people,
But it's possible that we are just one man put into different poses.
We could all even be the artist himself.
But no one will ever know for sure!
Well, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure. For all of us here at Channel 5 News, I'm Gigi Paul.